Insults could be so hurtful. How do we learn to not get insulted? Here it is. There's the old saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, guess what? It's not true. Sticks and stones could break my bones, and those bones will eventually heal. But words can hurt me, and that pain can last a lifetime. You see this all the time. You'll see in a marriage where sometimes one of the spouses insults the other one, and then the other one says something back, and they insult, and they keep insulting each other worse and worse and worse, until you see the marriage actually starting to break apart, right? Things start falling apart, the relationship is damaged. Sometimes you see this in a business relationship. You'll have two business partners, one of them insults the other one, and they feel bad, and the other one insulted the other one, and they feel bad, and I shouldn't have said that, but I already said it, right? And it hurts the relationship. I've seen times when you have parents who won't go to their kids' weddings because they're insulted by something their kid once said. But it doesn't have to be that way. Just because insults can be hurtful, it doesn't mean I have to be insulted. There is a way to learn that when somebody insults me, I don't have to react so intensely and it doesn't have to affect me so much. So how do we do it? So here it is. There's two types of value, of self-value. There's either fluid value or intrinsic value. Fluid value means to say my value of myself changes based on what everybody thinks. As Charles Cooley once said, I'm not who I think I am. I'm not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am. Meaning to say, my self-perception grows out of how I think you perceive me. And so however I think people perceive me today, that's going to be my self-perception. That's going to be my value. That's fluid. But then there's intrinsic value. Intrinsic value means I make a decision that I have value regardless of what everybody thinks today. Regardless of your opinion doesn't change my value. It's almost like you have a $5 bill or a $100 bill, and you look at that $100 bill and you yell at that $100 bill, you are worthless, you are worth $1, you're worth 2 cents. You can yell as much as you want at a $100 bill, but I want to tell you something, it will never ever change the $100 bill's value, because its value is $100, regardless of my opinion. Every single one of us has value. Our value is intrinsic value. It's not fluid. If you are here in this world, you have a purpose. If you have a purpose, you have value. You're here for meaning. You have a soul, right? All of these things are reasons why we have intrinsic value. At the base level, if it's not because I have a soul and I'm godly, and if it's not because I have a purpose in this world and I matter and I make a difference, if it's not for any of those reasons, then on the simplest level, I am a human being. And as a human being, human beings intrinsically have value. There is a value to human life. We have to make a pivotal decision in our lives. Do I have value? Do I think I have value? And if that's the reality, intrinsic value, then anyone's insults and everyone's opinions make no difference. Look in the mirror, ask yourself, do I have intrinsic value? Don't ask yourself, tell yourself, I have intrinsic value. Tell yourself every single day until you believe it. And when people insult you or say things that are hurtful, just remind yourself, that's your opinion, but it doesn't change my real value. Remember that and just breathe.